Hello, beloved friends. I'm Reverend Kyra, and at Unity Bay area, Houston, we like to choose light. And I want to invite you, are you choosing light? Are you choosing light in your life, in your consciousness, and in the way that you express and show up in the world? When we choose light, we have the option of recognizing that we always have choice. Number one, it's an empowered place. It's a place where we're recognizing we are beings of choice. We are in a free will zone in this universal consciousness. And as beings with choice, we can be choosing light even in the midst of the greatest darkness. Now, is that easy? Not always. And yet it is something that is empowered within us. It is our natural state of being, for we are light itself. We are made of light. We have the ability to choose to say, do I create more negativity? Do I create darkness? Do I create fear? Or do I create a light that shines a positive possibility into the midst where there is hope and there is a realization that I can hold the faith even in the midst of that which appears to be dark, where I can hold a unified field in the midst of what appears to be separation or opposition. We have always choice. And the choices that we make transform our experience of our everyday life. This is why we say unity is a way of life. Unity is a teaching and an idea that really is a consciousness that transforms us, and we have a different experience of our everyday, I guess everything that we do, our life, our attitudes, our way of expressing, the thoughts that we think, for we have the power to bring light into those thoughts, to transform our own experience of any feelings that we have by the thoughts that we're thinking, by the feelings that we have, by shifting even our physical in the moment. I remember talking to someone one time about, when they were going through depression, that I noticed that they were kind of hunkered down and, in a kind of depressed way of holding their head and their body. And I said, what if you transform your posture, hold yourself up, lift yourself higher in that? And they found that it changed some of the feelings within them. We often feel we're a victim of our own feelings, or a victim of our circumstances in life, or life and how it's showing up in a given moment. And yet our choice and the empowered place we live is when I choose light in the midst of all those circumstances, because I'm the only one that determines my experience from an inside out perspective. I'm not at the mercy of what you do or don't do, or how you show up to decide how I feel. Sometimes I am the one that I have to truly transform the way I'm perceiving before I can shift my experience. I noticed one day I was feeling a lot of stress about getting everything done that I needed to do. Felt like I was really busy. There was a long list of things, and I started to build up tension in my body. And I recognized that then I was thinking, stressful thoughts about what needed to happen, and I was creating stress. It's not happening to me. There is nothing happening to me, because at the level of light and the level of consciousness, I am a being of energy. I only can respond and move my light accordingly. And as I chose to recognize in that moment I was creating stress for myself, I had to laugh and said, well, that's an interesting experience, and why would you choose that? If I question myself with lightness, then I open to the realization that I have another choice, that I can choose a different thought. I can choose a different belief. I can pay attention to different information. I can tell a different story. I can dance a different dance. I can lift my body temple and have a different experience physically. I can have a different feeling because I choose it. So when I choose light, I transform not only me, but the very vibration that I'm putting out into the universe, and therefore the experience that I attract back in. when I'm caught into my victimhood or my belief that somehow it should be different than it is, I can't be in an empowered state of choosing light. We in this northern hemisphere are in a time of moving towards summer. It's coming up in another week or so, our summer solstice. And as we are experiencing more light in our everyday experience, it's getting light and staying light longer. And as we experience more light in our outer world, it's also an opportunity to enjoy the lightness of being. Isn't it interesting? We've always taken summers as a time when there are vacations and people are exploring and experiencing and getting out into the world. And as we open ourselves into the awareness that we have an option, we have an option to choose to experience our own lightness of being and to be choosing the light and soaking up the sunshine if you choose, or soaking up the sunshine of your own inner light, the lightness of the joy that lives at the core of us. It doesn't change the fact that there are things happening out here that we may not feel great about. There's so much more to discuss about this, but I want to invite you, wherever you are today, start choosing light. Choosing to be the light in the midst of the dark of your own mind or your own experience of feelings. Choose to be the light in the world. In the midst of a situation, bring hope, bring possibility. What else could we consider in the midst of this? So whatever it is you're experiencing, I hope you are choosing light, and that the more of us that do that, we escalate the vibration and frequency of our world. We escalate the lightness of our own lives and our own experiences that brings joy and harmony and peace everywhere we are. The more of us that are choosing light, the more the world takes on a divine glow and dissipates those places where we've experienced fear, or we've experienced doubt, or we've experienced anger, we've experienced frustration, we've experienced separation. And that is not the truth of our being. The truth of our being is we are one with the light. We always have been, we always will be. When we start choosing light, everything transforms. God bless you, friends. I hope you'll join us this Sunday at Unity Bay Area, Houston, 1911 Highway 3 South in Leak City, Texas. If you've not been out to explore our new pavilion and how beautiful it is, our meditation garden, our ponds, and the walk around our ponds, our labyrinth, we have one of the most exquisite park environments. Peaceful, harmonious, empowering beauty. It's such a place to come and experience. And then inside our sanctuary is the light of our being, is the joy of celebration. So we hope you'll come celebrate with us this Sunday at 10:30 a.m. And we'll see you there. And if not, join us on Facebook, on our live stream, or on our YouTube at Unity Bay Area, Houston. Whatever you're doing in the world, may you be choosing light and contributing your light, because it is such a sacred gift and we are grateful for it. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.